Okay, let's see if this works. Let's see. If I switch to this, can you guys see this? I'm not seeing anything yet. Um, it looks to be working. Okay, I think it works. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. Haven't really been doing a lot of game jam stuff or really any kind of game dev. Been really busy with college, with school, but we're back. So I'm participating in the Mini Jame Gam 51, which is an just awesome name. So we're doing this game jam. It's 3 days. It's it's 2 days and 7 hours left. How did I miss that much time? I think it was supposed to be like 2.5 days instead of 72 hours, but that should be fine. But we do need to take that into account because because it's from February 6th through February 8th, which is this Sunday at 11:30 p.m., which is just shy of midnight. So about 2.5 days left. I don't have anything to do this weekend. Started a new period with college. I'm studying computer science now. Let me just open up Discord real quick. Obviously not showing my Discord. Well, I am, but nothing, nothing interesting. Now let's talk about the game jam. So we got the team underwater, which is really interesting. I love underwater stuff. I love the ocean. And then there's also this special object, which is speaker. I haven't actually read the rules yet. Let me just see something real quick. So we got so we have everything, right? So I've been kind of brainstorming. I'm thinking a 2D game, like definitely a 2D game. I do want to make a underwater 3D game one day. I've tried it in the past, but it never really I could never really come up with any fun ideas. But I've got some idea where let me go for some like some sketch. Like what is good sketching software? Like just Paint, I guess. Let's just open up Paint. Yeah, there we go. Why is it so small? This shouldn't be this small. Can I resize this? There we go. Much better. So what I had in mind originally is you play as like some fish, like a blowfish, you know. There we go, beautiful fish. I'm gonna do pixel art probably. So you're a fish, right? And the fish that looks disturbing. That's also I never use paint. I don't know how to use this, but it's a fish, right? And you're in a environment with blocks. And then my idea was you can like press a certain button, like spacebar or something, to explode, right? So you become like big for a while. Um, right? And then when you're in the state, you can break blocks. So we can do something with with destructible terrain, which I think would be fun. I love the way I drew this guy, but I think destructible terrain will be fun. Um, and we can make some fun levels with that, and then we can do something like you obviously. I think you can't like. I'm sorry, I'm saying like a lot. You can't. You cannot touch the enemies or the like obstacles. It reminds me a lot of a game I made recently, but not quite. Um, so I think for the controls, I think it's like you follow the mouse, and maybe if you press the left mouse button, you do the transition, right? Left mouse button. This is a beautiful sketch that I'm making here. So let me just go ahead and start a new project. Got the proper Unity version and making it 2D. Let's just call this Jame Gam 51. Make it a public. I don't want Unity version control. Local project. Let's just make this. So for levels, we can do a bunch of things. I'm thinking like going down, like, oh, that sounds a bit weird, but I mean like going deeper into the ocean would be fun. And we obviously have the special object, so the speaker object, which I'm not sure if it has to be an object per se. However, I think maybe you like that doesn't make a lot of sense, but maybe like something about like hearing a voice in your head, because that means I could do voiceovers, which I've never done. I think that would be fun. I think that could be something cool. And for the new people that's joining that have joined, I'm doing the game jam called Mini Jame Gam. Perfect name, awesome name, number 51. And the team is underwater, and there's a special object speaker. So I'm thinking something where you play as a fish, which follows your mouse, and then you can press the left mouse button, and then you become like big. You know, it's like a blowfish, something like that, and then you can destroy terrain. Because I think that could be pretty interesting. Then I was just drawing some obstacles. So obviously there's your typical like spikes and like sharks. I don't know. I'm definitely doing. This is awful. I don't know what I'm making here. What is this? I'm not. Let's get rid of that. Like, how do you draw a shark? I mean, it's shark games. I should know how to draw a shark. Right. So this is a nose. There we go. Teeth. That's awful, but whatever. There you go. Beautiful. That's a shark. That's sort of a shark. Okay, I'm not the best drawer. Um, but bunch of enemies. And I'm thinking pixel art because it's the easiest to make. I'm not the greatest artist, but I think that would be not super difficult to create. Let me just go in here real quick. That's fine. Unity is still not done booting up. Let me just check my audio real quick. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, so what was I saying? So I think something like that would be fun. Maybe I thought like you can play as a submarine instead of a fish, and then instead of blowing up, or like instead of what's it called? Like instead of being like a blowfish that blows up, you can be like you can leave mines which you can use to destroy enemies. I think that could be pretty cool. How is this still loading? Let me just turn off paint. Yeah, sure, save that. That's fine. There we go. How is this still loading? I genuinely don't know why this is taking that long. Was it because paint was running? And now that I think about it, maybe a submarine is actually better. Submarine will probably be easier to make and to animate. Because we only have 2.5 days, right? So there's not a lot we can do. And I'm thinking maybe I can do everything myself. Which, like, right. What's the special object? Let me. Yeah, it has to be somewhat important. Yeah, so because I thought earlier we can have like a speaker, not a physical speaker, but like a voiceover. And that could be the special object, right? But what if we have the special object and then it's a voiceover. So if it's a submarine, it makes a lot more sense. I think this could be fun. I think this could really be fun. So let's just get started. Let's just make a player controller. And then we can do like a depth sensor or something. The only thing I'm not sure about is like the levels yet, but well, there's a lot of things that I'm not certain about, but whatever, it's gonna be fine. Let me just immediately create a scripts folder. Is it gonna be a big game? I don't know, but it's always good practice to order everything. So let's just make a player controller script, player controller, and I'm out here rocking Visual Studio because I love it. Love Visual Studio. This reminds me a lot of a game I wanted to make like a very long time ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, but I never really finished it because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Um, Here, this looks pretty cool. And we can have like the top of is maybe something. Well, this might sound a little too much, but like a roguelike ish. Well, I'm probably going too far. Let's just start with making the player controller, shall we? Um, so I think okay. So it now does a bunch of other things. It's a lot of loading, guys. I'm sorry. Um, and of course, art is gonna be fun. But yeah, let me just make this. We should probably do some more planning. Well, who cares? It's gonna be fine. I do intend to finish this game jam. Like, yeah, IntelliSense is taking some time. I do think that a problem that I have is not finishing games. I think that's a big problem I have. So today, this weekend, I do really want to finish the game, and I'll see if I'll make it. Sorry, and I'll see if I'll make a video about it or not. So let me just grab this, because we need the camera to get the mouse position. And we got move speed, and we need a rotate speed, I think. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but it shouldn't be too difficult. I think we can just... I don't know from the top of my head how to do that, but I got separate projects where I've got that stuff. Like, it doesn't make any sense to you guys, maybe, but to me, in my head, it does. So, of course, I need to talk about it. But we got the main camera, so now let's actually move the player. So let's get a vector 2 mouse position, which I'll set to main camera dot screen to world point, and that's going to be input dot mouse position. That should be enough. And for now, I'm just going to say transform dot position equals vector 2 dot. I'm going to do move towards. No, I'm going to lerp, because lerp is not linear, I believe. And let me just... Should I multiply that? I don't think I should multiply that, because lerp is linear, right? So the closer you get, the slower you go, whereas move towards is just constant. So maybe we should... I'll see what it's like to play with. So this is the entire player controller for now, like the actual movement part, which is kind of insane. But we of course do need some other things. So let's create a player object. Set it. The player tag. Then let's make a sprite. I'm just gonna do a capsule. That's really big. Make it smaller. There we go. And then rotate it. I never know which axis to use. Let's make him like yellow. Sure, that's fine. And then this is just called a sprite. Where's the drawing order? Wait, what? Why is there nothing about draw order? That's so odd. Why is it why is it in additional settings? I don't know. We also got weird sorting layers. Do you know I've never used this on render layering masks? Well, I guess that makes sense, but like what? I've never used that before. But yeah, let's just give the sprite some eyes, because that makes it easy for us to see later what the front is. Yeah, let's just do some eyes. Who cares? It's not a living thing, but it's still the easiest. Well, actually, now that I think about it, we can just do like something like this, right? Because it's a submarine, you know? So this is the front of the submarine. That's awful. That's awful. Okay. And this looks horrible, I know, but it's... This is all placeholder art, right? This is all placeholder art, so don't worry about it. Let's just make it white, sure, why not? Then I'm going to add the player controller that I just made. And I also want to add a capsule collider. Make it horizontal. And then make it a little bit bigger, like that. And then let's try this out. It's not working. Why is it? Oh, right. I need to use the old Unity inputs. I really should start learning the new input system. Let's immediately get rid of this actually. Turn it off. It should be in editor or builds like player, other settings. It's somewhere here. There we go. Let's just do alt, and we need to restart this. So in the meantime, let me just go to one of my other projects, which is in folders, and that is in Unity. And then we got the Mini Game, which I should rename to the actual name. Go in scripts, and then somewhere here, I genuinely don't know which one it is. But is it drag and drop? I doubt it. Is it custom cursor? That shouldn't be it, right? Is it opening? It is. Okay. This isn't it. I don't know what it is. Wait, I did something, right? So this is all from a different game that I made recently, a few weeks ago. You guys can obviously check that out if you want to. I don't think it's in here actually. Is it like in a like where do I have this? Is it in a like AI tutorial? Like what have I done here? I do have a player. Is it in here in the weapon controller? Ah, there it is. So this is code that I can never remember. But that's fine. So we can do. Let's extract these functions. So let's make a private void move player, or just move handle movement. Let's just call handle movement. And in there we'll set this code. Then in here we'll call handle movement. Why is this so slow? Is it because I'm live streaming? To a non-existent function called handle rotation, where we're obviously going to handle rotation, and then like I said, I never know this code from the top of my head, so let me just yoink. It should be fine. Let's close this, and go into Unity. Is it already started up? Sure, let me just restart Unity again. I don't know what's going on right now. Meanwhile, let's look up some pixel art, like pixelart.com. Yes, that's great. So I want a submarine, right? I'm thinking 32 by 32 should be good. I think. And I do want the destructible terrain. I think that would be really cool. So let's just make a typical submarine, right? So it's like orange, something like this, like something like this. And then we can do something like that. Make it go a little bit further. Like this. Sure, why not? And then we need an engine. So there we go. Almost. Something like this. And then one more line over here. Then I'm gonna do. Am I gonna do something up here? No, I don't want that. Yet, at least. Right, and then we can grab like a a bloom or something? Maybe this? No. Like this? No. I do like this color though. I'm thinking something like this maybe. If I turn this off real quick. Oh, it is already off. Is this light mode? I think my stream is back. I got disconnected, which is kind of. I think my stream is back. I got disconnected, which is kind of annoying. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're back. Yeah, we're back. Okay, that's great. So let me just grab something like this. Maybe a little less. Like, yeah, that's perfect. Right, so we go like that. There we go. And then something like blue, like that. I should probably not spend that much time on this right now, but you know, better late than, well, better early than never. And is this a different blue, right? That's awful. That's absolutely awful. I don't like that. This is not what I want. Let me first grab like a yellow. Something like that. Do some shading, you know. And then, is this the same orange? Yes. Okay, so let's grab like a darker orange for this part. There we go. I can make this darker orange. And then we can grab a lighter orange for something in here. I don't like the way this looks at all. I don't like this. Oh, this is not what I want. I think if we can like make this a different color, that adds, that's also not what I want. Grab this yellow. And then place this like over here. Maybe make that's the wrong color. Something like this. That's, I guess, decent, but the front is still kind of horrible. I can make like this part a darker orange. Okay, I like that. And I should probably outline it, right? So let's just grab this, move it. Maybe give it like a dark outline, just black, I guess. Just to make it a bit clearer, like that. But that's awful. Okay, I don't like this design at all. I really don't. I should probably start over, if I'm being honest. Let's see, what else can we do? I think like a little window in the middle here could be kind of fun. Nice. And grab like the light blue and the dark blue. I mean, that's not bad, I guess. I think we need more of the light blue, I think. And then grab the dark blue. Actually, I say dark blue, but I want it a bit darker actually. Something like that. There we go. Maybe like this. Okay, that's not bad, I think. I don't think that's too bad. Let's just place it up here so we can always change it later. And let's just save that. It's like submarine. And then download it. Make sure to always scale it. There we go. Is my stream still going? I think it is. Okay, go back to Unity, which should be correct at this point. Let me just try this out. Hopefully this won't give another error. And it doesn't. Oh, and it's doing weird stuff. Okay, that's fine. Let's just remove this real quick. I think the speed is also like too much. If we multiply this by time.delta time, then it will immediately make it a little bit better. Meanwhile, let me just change the sprite up with the one I just made. The sprites folder, go to my own folders, grab both of these, throw it in here, and call this submarines. Yes, it's multiple, and it should slice it itself. Yes, it did. Oh, wait. Oh, now it's doing weird stuff. Wait, is there a... What's that pixel? Like, what? Okay, that works now. Now I have to re-export it again. Download this again. There we go. Delete. You know, oh, that's Steam. That's the wrong app. Make this 512, and now it should work. Okay, now it needs to be a lot bigger on all axes. Even bigger. That's fine, I think. Let's make the background a bit darker. Like that. So let's try this out, see what this looks like for now. Why is this going full screen? I think I'm back. Am I? Yeah, I am. Okay, so for some reason this code wasn't working earlier, so let me just change this. And play again. Oh, it's going to maximize again, but that's fine. So let's see what happens now. So this works, right? It should just, all it needs to do is flip, but that's not a problem, you know? So why wasn't it working earlier? I don't know, but let's just flip this. We have the mouse position, right? So let's just cache that. Because no need to calculate twice. Actually, maybe we do. Because right now I'm using input of mouse position twice, but that's not a problem, I think. However, input as mouse position is a vector tree, so let's go create a vector tree. Mouse position equals input dot mouse position. Actually, wait, I have an even better idea. Cache it in here, and then we can create a vector tree called mouse position, and then or just called mouse, like this. That's not a good description. I'll call this world mouse position. And we can call this mouse position. That's not how you type position. It's right position. It is how. It's also not how you type it, but it's more specifically not how you write it. World mouse position. And here we can create a vector tree called mouse position and feed it in here. So we do mouse position, and here we can feed it in here. So now we only have to call it once. And now I don't have to cache it here. So now I can just say if transform the position dot x minus mouse position dot x is less than 0, we can just flip the sprites. So let's grab a, well, we can probably just do the code sprite renderer, like sprite. Well, this is called sprite renderer, or maybe I should call it like main sprite renderer. And then I'll go main sprite renderer equals get component in get first component, is that a thing? Equals transform dot get child 0 dot get component. So now we always grab the first one, and this shouldn't be an issue. Can I do try get component? Yeah, I can, but I'm not gonna. I don't really feel like bothering with that, but I should make it to do. Make this better. Those are the best comments, guys. I'm just gonna say main sprite renderer dot flip x equals true, else. Oh, we don't really need those brackets. Main sprite renderer dot flip x equals false. I think this should work. Let's give it a try. But just in case, let me just disable movement for now. Just to test it in isolation. And I don't want to play maximized, just to play focused. Who the hell uses play unfocused? I guess if you're just testing things like running metrics and stuff. That's almost what we want. That's almost what I want. Right, so this needs to be flipped. Greater than. So we have 0 viewers. That's crazy, and it's me. I'm the 0 viewer. But that's fine. Okay, let's test this out. Why is it still not working? Why is this still not working? Because it should do it right now. Right? So this just never happens. Why is that? Well, I had the other code, right? Because I did it in the other game that I never finished as well. Guys, I still don't know how to program after all this time. Like Wood does, you know? It's not this one. It's also not this one. That's annoying. Is it this one? Should we change the skill? Oh, it's this. It's smaller. Wait. Mouse position at X. Is this the way to do it? Let's test it out. It's still not working properly. Why is that? Why? It's like, what? And if I place my mouse over here, that's fine. But it just doesn't flip. Why is that? Oh, let's reverse it again. Because here, what did I do? Let's try this out. What? Why is this happening? What about instead of doing this, we just flip the scale. Sprite start scale. I'll do sprite start scale equals main sprite renderer dot local scale. That's not a thing. We need to probably transform. But transform the local scale. And then I should probably just make this a transform. Right. Okay, so we're gonna say dot local scale equals main, or what did I call it? Sprite start scale else dot local scale equals new vector 2 minus sprite start scale dot x sprite start scale dot y, and now it should work. It should, in theory, work. Let's test it out. I don't understand how the hell am I struggling with this. I genuinely don't know. Great, now it's flipped the other way around. Is it but why does this never flip the other way around? It's like my mouse position is moving. Is it because it's not a world? Right, that's why. Because I'm not using. Oh, that's stupid. Well, now I got. Well, okay, I just realized something. I obviously need to use the screen to world point. So let's just do minus main camera dot screen to world point. That's the wrong one. Mouse position. Well, main camera dot screen to world point. Right. So but we can dot x do this. Okay. Now it should work. Now it should work. Because it was obviously not working, because I was using the I was using the using the screen point instead of the world point. Did I do the right one now? Screen to world point. Yeah. Oh, now it works. Wait, why is everything working? Well, it kind of works, but we also need to flip Y. When did I? Oh, I apparently. Well, it works. Let's make this slow. Why is this so fast? I need to use vector 3 vector 2 that move towards, because move towards is non-linear, so the speed stays the same. So before I go further, let's just try this out. See exactly. Right. So right now, flip X isn't true and it's fine. So here flip Y needs to also be true, I think. Right, so yeah, okay. And then we need to flip both. Like that. That should work. I think. Yeah, it should. Let's try it out. Because it's obviously a horizontal sprite, so need to flip both. So this should be normal. Yeah. Why is it so slow? Wait, but now it's doing neither. What? Wait, what? Everything is going wrong. Why is this? Oh, because I didn't flip it back. Is that why? Try this out. Okay. Alright. Try this again. But I don't think it should flip both. Like, should it? No, it shouldn't. Because right now, well, I guess this works, but this is very slow. So it should only flip the X. That's what I did earlier. and then it looked weird. Okay, let me just increase the speed like that. That's way too fast. Okay. There we go. Ah, okay, so we only need to flip the Y. So this should both be false. And this should be false. Because now we can just remove X, but let me just try it out. Should we only flip Y, I guess? Yeah. Okay, that's the way to do it. Okay, so all we need to do is get rid of these X flips and the brackets. So I think what we can do is just turn this into a singular condition. Right? There we go. This should work, I think. Because this is just a boolean. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's great. Now we need to find a good velocity, good move speed. Oh. So that's weird. So make this greater than or equal to. All right. That's crazy. I spent the last like 45 minutes and all I made is this. No, it's okay. Okay, let's just make this a greater than and then I'll fix this later. I'll fix that later. Let's see. So I think it's time to stop the stream for now. Maybe I'll be back later.